Nothing in this recording is intended as investment advice, and the people in this recording may hold positions in the companies they talk about. Do not make any investment based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
Hello and welcome to Zak's Traders Cafe. Today I'm joined by Jonathan Owen, who's CEO at Metals One. How are you today, Jonathan?
Hi, Zach. I'm very well. Good to be with you again.
Well, lots of news at Metals One at the moment, a fundraise and the end of a recent farm-in agreement.
Yeah, correct. Exciting times. We've been working towards this for a little while now. If you cast your mind back to our Black Schist strategy update in February, where we set out our roadmap to develop a world-class strategic metals producer for Europe, we laid out an ambitious plan and timeline to get this done quite quickly, but certainly in production by 2030. And a lot has changed since we updated that strategy in February. So we've seen the European Critical Raw Materials Act adopted, which set out benchmarks for the domestic supply of these minerals and therefore the support for projects like ours in the form of project financing and project fast tracking. Plus, we've been assaying the P5 targets. We expect to have the assays through from that target pretty shortly. And there's a lot to play for, a lot of opportunity. So, we took this opportunity here with Gunsynd to take back as much ownership and control of the project as we can. And the outcome is we've done just that. We have the option on the remaining 6.25% to claw back that 6.25% over the next 3 years, whether that's through cash or equity. So we'll look to take 100% control of the project in due course.
And obviously, if you didn't think this was worth doing, you wouldn't have taken out the farm-in.
Well, no, exactly. And of course, you can look at the director participation in this placing as well. £90,000, almost 10% of the placing was actually by the directors, by the board themselves. That underscores our commitment to the project and our belief in the potential.
At the moment, the market cap of Metals One is just £2 million. There's a disconnect between what you will have under the ground and what the market is valuing the company at.
Yeah, exactly. And it's our job to demonstrate that value over the coming months, and the forthcoming assays and then subsequent resource estimate upgrade from the quite sizable 28 million tons that we already have. We're looking to significantly increase that over the next month or so, and then quickly move into the study phases, so preliminary or scoping study to start with. And as we go through those gears, that will hopefully demonstrate to the market the value we have in the ground, and the fact that we're hitting the milestones as promised on time, on budget. Hopefully will give the market confidence that the team continue to deliver on our promises as well.
So basically, the news flow in the near term will be dominated by upgrading the resource that you have at the moment.
Exactly. So upgrading the resource we have, and then moving quickly into the study phase. So moving from a discovery play into development play, because that is where we're going. We're looking to develop this asset, get it into a cash generating position as quickly as possible. And as I mentioned, with the strong winds and following seas of the EU Critical Raw Materials Act giving us that fast tracking potential, and then also the potential for the project financing further down the line, it's very tangible. We can see this happening very quickly.
And the lay of the land in terms of the EU and commodity and critical metal security is in your favor as well at the moment.
Absolutely, and even more so, we see today the nickel price is reaching new recent highs, $21,000 a ton. That's been driven by unrest in this case in the Southern Hemisphere, and we've seen similar issues with supply of these materials from Russia, from China, from Indonesia. It just underscores the need for Europe to secure its own supplies in this volatile political world. So, and there aren't many opportunities to supply those minerals, and we're one of the very few that can do that. So, as I said, fair winds and following seas for the next foreseeable.
Right, and just finally, most of the mining companies that one sees on the London market, and most of the ones I speak to, they're in the back of beyond, but you are front and centre in terms of the European market.
No, absolutely. So this project is based in Finland. Finland is regularly voted one of the most attractive mining investment jurisdictions globally. That's the Fraser report. So stable legislation, the favourable royalty situation in the country as well. Plus, we've got the skills. This is a mining community. We have the skills and service providers on hand. Plus, also we have strong community support. So we're not dealing with some of the issues you might find in northern Canada or certain parts of northern Sweden and Norway with indigenous tribes. This is a mining community that is desperate for employment opportunities to basically retain the population in these areas, stop the outflow of talent and youth. So they have been very welcoming, and that's for us for any mining company, one of the biggest risks is that social license to operate, and we certainly tick that box here in terms of mitigating that.
Well, we look forward to more boxes being ticked in the meantime. Jonathan Owen, CEO of Metals One, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Zach.